Hi everyone, Meteorologist Emery here in the Fox 19 First Alert Streaming Center for our Sunday edition of 19atSIX, our weekend weather show, available wherever you stream, including on Facebook, where you can ask questions, have comments, have a little chat. And I'm happy to be back here on the 19atSIX weekend weather show here. Meteorologist Emery. Hope you've all had a wonderful weekend so far. I know it's been wet. I know it was pretty windy on Friday. I know some folks still have some power outage issues, but I know there are a lot of electrical companies working really hard to restore all of the power here in the region. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of work, so I got to give them a lot of credit for just nonstop the amount of effort it takes to restore the widespread outages that we had here in the tri-state. Do you want to preface before we dive into the forecast first that I was an idiot on Friday night. I was sleeping with the windows open and a fan directly at my face because it was really humid, and I got a head cold because of it. I am feeling fine, but I'm a little congested, and I have some tissues here in case if I need to blow my nose. But want to let you know about that. I feel fine, not sick. It's just a head cold because I was not thinking. But I had a good vacation, so that was nice. If you follow me on Instagram or on my Facebook page, you might have seen a couple of videos here and there. If not, we'll talk about it here later. But I want to give you that forecast first. Tonight we are looking at temperatures staying pretty mild into the mid-60s, a few light showers, kind of cloudy skies. Could see some patchy fog at times as well. And again, temperatures dipping down to around 64 degrees. We head into the day on Monday. You know, the view in the background does not look to be the case of our forecast because we're looking at cloudy skies and some, again, occasional light showers, very similar to today, though temperatures will be a couple of degrees warmer. 76, your forecast high for your Monday. And looking at our 7-day forecast, I've updated these numbers to reflect the latest data, and temperatures look to be a little bit warmer both for Monday and Tuesday compared to what you might have seen from meteorologist Ashley Smith earlier today. And then Wednesday, I've knocked the temperatures down a little bit. There's a cold front that moves through on Wednesday. Got a high of 73, a mix of sun and clouds. And then we're looking at some sunshine for your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Saturday, yeah, you guessed it, another kind of weak front moves through, and it will knock temperatures down just a tad for 75 for Saturday. And then next Sunday, there are some question marks, but we could see the opportunity for a shower in the afternoon and evening of Sunday. Of course, as we get closer, that timeline could be adjusted to be more towards the morning, could be the evening. It could be even until the following week, and Sunday could be dry. But right now, I think we could see that rain opportunity Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. So that is your forecast first. Always try to give you that promise the first couple of minutes of 19atSIX. That way, if you're doing some outdoor activities or maybe indoor activities, considering the gloominess it's been this weekend, you can get back to those chores or try to rid of the Sunday scaries, if you will, before we start the work week. So, yeah, the work week starts off kind of a continuous pattern of cloud cover, light rain, and temperatures staying, I don't want to say mild, but definitely not changing too much, highs and lows. So we've got that for us right now. And we'll take a look at one of the cameras here because, again, it has been cloudy for the majority of the day. There's been little peaks of sunshine that have filtered through, but it's been mostly cloudy at the least, if not just overcast, along with those sprinkles and light showers. Behind me, you can see that view on our tower camera. The tower is located over towards Fairmount, if you know the Cincinnati neighborhoods. If you don't, that is basically to the north and west of downtown. And this right here is I-75. There's TQL. There's the Kroger Tower. There's the Carew Tower, Great American Tower, Duke Energy Convention Center. And you might be able to, yeah, right here. Yeah, you can see it from that camera. That's us, the Fox 19 studios located in Queensgate. So that's the view right now for most of the tri-state. Temperatures currently at 73 degrees. And I will say radar might have a difficult time tracking all those little areas of drizzle, light showers, and they're kind of going in, at least my experience going in this afternoon driving back from Athens, there was these waves of a brief light shower, and then it would be kind of weak, and it'd be dry, and then kind of the pattern repeating itself. And that appears to be the case here this evening. So again, you have these little lines here. So you got a light, maybe a brief moderate shower, enough to where you have those wipers on constantly, and then you fall into a little dry area, and then it goes right back in if you're traveling here this afternoon or this evening for that matter. But everyone's seeing at least some activity, whether it's a drizzle, whether it's a light shower, but along with that, cloud cover, cloudy skies for everyone here in the Fox 19 Now viewing area. Now today at CVG, temperatures were, well, not too impressive. So we'll show you that here in just a moment on our almanac for the day. Again, this is CVG. Temperatures right on par with what we typically see here into late September. So 74 was the high. The morning low was pretty warm, and that was because, again, of that rain, the cloud cover, and it was 65 degrees. Now, this is as of 5 o'clock. CVG had measured rainfall of 0.15 of an inch of rain. I have updated this map, or not the map, but rather this, this chart here. And this is the last 3 days, so it's 72 hours. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, rainfall at both the airports here in the tri-state as well as the mesonet sites in northern Kentucky powered by Western Kentucky University. And you can see here the highest amount, at least for the airports, is the Lunken Airport. 3.87 inches of rainfall in the last 72 hours. CVG, 3.28 inches. Middletown, just under 3 inches of rainfall, although I made this about an hour ago, so this might be updated a little bit because of the light activity moving through right now. And then Wilmington, just shy of 2 inches. Now, at the mesonet sites in northern Kentucky, Maysville, 3.89 inches of rainfall there as well. Vanceburg, 3.68 inches, just shy of 3.5 inches over towards Owenton. Carrollton, 3.33 inches of rainfall. And then Alexandria, just over 3 inches of rain since Friday afternoon. So, again, very wet, very nice considering the drought conditions we've been experiencing over the last several weeks. And the rainfall we've been seeing in terms of being a light rain has been really good for that. The soil can absorb that. You might have even noticed your grass getting a little green. I was visiting my dad a few days ago, and the grass in Highland County showing signs of green. However, unfortunately, a lot of crops are kind of past due at this point, considering just how dry it's been. And the pond's filling up a little bit at my dad's out in Berrysville area. So rain like this, definitely a positive with regards to the drought conditions. Of course, with the winds we experienced on Friday, the rainfall was just kind of a nuisance for folks trying to get the power restored, moving trees or debris out of the roadways. And yeah, it was quite a day on Friday, if you will. But I was out in the Hocking Hills that day. Still quite windy, though. Okay, so this is visibility, and this is looking at the potential for some fog. We have that opportunity both tonight as well as for tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. Now, of the two, I think Monday night into Tuesday morning might be looking at more widespread dense fog. But tonight, if there's any opportunity of clearing, winds getting dying down to near 0 miles per hour, I think fog could easily develop given how saturated the grounds are, especially at around river valleys. So behind me is a forecast model showing you overnight tonight into Monday morning. Again, this is not widespread for everybody, but there's going to be some spots here and there that we could see some visibility be reduced significantly. So keep that in mind for your Monday morning travel. Keep that in mind for kids at the bus stop. Just have a way to make sure folks can see you or your kids or whatever. And then Monday night into Tuesday, this is when I think we're going to see more widespread activity of regards to dense fog. So Tuesday morning, I think we'll see more widespread dense fog because skies will clear out a little bit more Monday night into Tuesday morning with that. So it's been about 10 minutes now. I'm going to take a look at tonight's forecast. I'll have that up here. Take a moment to where I can blow my nose, and I'll start looking at the Facebook comments and questions, answer those, and we'll dive deeper into this forecast, which does show some signs of cooler air. We'll talk about that here in just a couple of minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. Tonight, temperatures dipping down to 64 degrees with, again, on and off light showers, could be some light patchy fog. And then for tomorrow, we are looking at temperatures on the rise, only to around 76 degrees. So near normal, maybe just slightly above normal for this time of the year. And again, on and off light showers, cloudy skies. Again, I want to apologize. Got a little bit of a head cold here. Not contagious. I was just sleeping with the fan in front of my face, and that, my sinuses did not like that. So dealing with that. But other than that, though, I don't have any issues. I'm not contagious or anything. I've checked myself. I'm clean. I will clean stuff, though, for the rest of the First Alert Weather team. Just in case if you're watching Steve or Ashley, you're going to be fine. But I will clean everything up. So if you have any questions or comments, go to the Facebook page, both the Fox 19 Facebook page and my Facebook page at Ethan Emery WX, and I'll be happy to interact. In fact, right now, we will look at some of the Tina says, we don't need no more rain, Indiana. So, yeah, in Indiana, the drought wasn't as significant for you folks compared to areas in southwest Ohio. Certainly, everyone needed this rain. But at this point, you see 2 to nearly 4 inches of rain, especially in just a matter of a few days. That makes things pretty good. But, yeah, certainly some folks are probably ready to get back outside and do some more outdoor activities here as it's, officially fall. And there's a lot of fall activities folks want to do, like pumpkin patches and orchards and things like that. Thank you, Tina, for chiming in. Robert said, well spread of crap activity. Not sure what you mean by that. If you don't want to mind maybe wording that a little bit, because I don't know what you're referring to, Robert. But this activity with regards to the rain, yeah, it's kind of a doldrum, if you will. But things will be a lot drier going into Wednesday and cooler on Wednesday, too, in that 7-day forecast. Checking my Facebook page at Ethan Emery WX, and we will look at what some folks are saying there. Sarah says, hey, Ethan, welcome back. Hope you had a nice time off and a good weekend. Yeah, so far so good. Got to see a lot of friends, some family, and got to travel around a little bit, and glad to be back. Sheila says, glad to see you back. Thank you. It's all the comments and stuff on my Facebook page. Molly on Fox 19 says, hello, Ethan. We do need more rain still. Our pond is still not full. Yeah, like I said, a lot of areas in southwest Ohio could use a lot more rain than what we've experienced. But folks in southeast Indiana may have seen as much as they want to see, considering the drought. I mean, everyone, let's be clear here, everyone needed rain. The drought was bad for everyone, but in some places it was worse than others. And so the areas that were experiencing it even worse, like say the severe, extreme, even exceptional drought conditions, those areas could probably use some more rainy days. But still, everyone got some help. That's really nice to see, especially considering how bad it was getting. So this is tomorrow's forecast. Again, I'm going to need to take a moment here to blow my nose once more. So that is tomorrow's forecast high. Okay, so this is tomorrow. So we are looking at conditions over the next couple of days getting drier and drier compared to especially yesterday and today. But we are going to be looking at opportunities both days of some light activity, more so Monday than Tuesday, and you'll see here in a moment. And I do want to point out that models sometimes have a hard time of detecting drizzle or the really low clouds with the light rain that's associated with that. But this model does a fairly good job with it, hence why I'm showing it. And you'll see here going into tonight, things will be more dry than wet. So we are looking at maybe at best drizzle, a brief light shower, but the activity we're seeing right now is going to begin to weaken or not be as widespread as it currently is. But we go into Monday morning, and there could be some patchy fog. I can't rule it out entirely. for us here in the tri-state. And it's just because of how much moisture is at the surface. We go into Monday afternoon, and you can see a little bit of daytime heating is going to allow for some activity to kind of fire back up. Not looking at thunderstorms, not looking at anything strong or severe. It's just going to be light shower activity. Notice at best, it's just dark shades of green, maybe a little yellow, so very brief, moderate shower, very brief. But a lot of this is going to be light, small raindrops, kind of like what we've been experiencing here today. Although Monday, like I said, the coverage may not be as much as it is, or much as it was, rather, today. And then we go into Monday night into Tuesday, a lot more fog development I expect. And then Tuesday afternoon, we are looking at some activity firing up as a front moves through. It's not a super strong front, but it will definitely bring in some cooler conditions for Tuesday night and Wednesday. In fact, Wednesday, we've got highs only in the low 70s. So, not too bad, right? And I also want to show you this regional forecast model. This looks all the way out for the next roughly 10 days. And I want to show you for two reasons. One, to show you that we will dry out behind Tuesday. So this goes all the way out to Tuesday afternoon. There's the front right here. And that front will bring with it, again, cooler conditions for Wednesday. You can see behind all of this, dry air in the Great Lakes region up to the high plains. We go into Thursday and Friday, we're dry. We go into the weekend, and that's where we're looking at some changes to be made. So this is next Sunday, so a week from today. And you might have seen on social media people talking about a system that might be similar to Helene. First of all, it's very irresponsible to compare two systems because they're very different. Humans, we like to compare things. We want to find something that's similar. We look for patterns. But in weather, no two systems are the same. There's going to be different impacts, different trajectory. The setup, it's all going to be a little different. And that can yield much different outcomes, especially days out. So while, yes, there is going to be a tropical system development in the Gulf of Mexico, the placement of highs and lows in the continental U.S. will be different compared to when Helene was moving in. And there are differences, stark differences in models. If you watched me last week on 19atSIX last Sunday, I did bring up that Helene models have been very consistent with its path. In this case, it's different. So if you got folks in North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, areas that were affected really hard, still affected greatly by Helene, we don't want to freak them out. We don't want to scare them. Obviously, when the National Hurricane Center does release a forecast trajectory for this system that could develop in the Gulf of Mexico, we want to pay attention. We want to make sure we give them the heads up. But right now, I don't see a scenario where it's inevitable going to hit them. I don't see that because there are differences in models. For example, this particular model has a front moving through the Ohio Valley. Another model doesn't even have that front anywhere close to us. It does have more high pressure here, which could force this thing to move to the west. But this model, I trust it more. It does have the front moving over us, and that front actually pushes that tropical system away from the Appalachian Mountain region. So there's a lot of unknowns right now. I'm showing you this because there's a lot of hype on social media by folks who think they're meteorologists, but either are not or they're very irresponsible. Either way, I just want to point out that the tropical setup right now, there's a lot to be determined. There's too much unknowns right now to make any kind of forecast, especially this being over a week out. So let's all hold our breaths. Let's all relax. Let's focus on the next couple of days in the forecast. And let's make sure that we focus on the folks who need help down in Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, areas that have been dealing with historical rainfalls, catastrophic flooding from Helene. So really unfortunate situation there, as a lot of folks are, again, still dealing with major impacts And so, I mean, we have some information on our website at fox19.com for more on that. But I'm going to move on to the 7-day forecast here. Again, there's some question marks for Sunday as to what's going to happen. I think that front will make its way into the Ohio Valley, so we could see some rain chances next Sunday evening. But, of course, because there's a lot of uncertainty with that, that could change, and if it does, we will let you know here on Fox 19. But here is that 7-day forecast. So again, could be some patchy fog Monday morning. Doesn't look to be widespread, dense. It does not look to be significant for impact for travel, but there could be some fog. So just want to give you that heads up. Monday, isolated light showers on and off throughout the day, high of around 76. Tuesday, I think we'll have some more potential for dense fog. And also afternoon showers, maybe a rumble of thunder Tuesday, maybe. But I don't see that being any kind of, heightened risk of strong storms. I don't see that. It's just going to be light showers, high 78. Then the front moves through Tuesday night into Wednesday. Notice the difference in morning low temperature. So Tuesday morning, 63. Wednesday morning, 53. And then Wednesday afternoon, we've got a mix of sun and clouds, a little breezy at times. It's going to keep those high temperatures down in the lower 70s. Thursday and Friday, we're drying out. We're warming up. By this upcoming Friday, upper 70s for highs. And in the weekend forecast, there is going to be kind of a little bit of cooler air moving in ahead of that frontal system on Sunday. So temperatures will be kind of in the mid to upper 70s for next weekend. And then again, that Sunday is a slight evening chance for a shower. And then, beyond the 7-day forecast, we do have drier conditions, but we also have cooler conditions. Notice, this is not next week, but the following week. So the Monday, the October 7th, all the way through Sunday, October 13th. So this is 2 Sundays from now. So this is not next Sunday, but the following Sunday, through the middle of October. And as you can see, the majority of the following week will be dry, but a little bit cooler. Upper 60s and low 70s for highs. Morning lows in the mid to upper 40s and low 50s. And I do have some slight chances of showers that second weekend of October. I've been telling you about the second week of October for the last few weeks, it seems like, that there are indications of wet conditions. We're getting a little bit closer. Looks a little bit drier, but the chances are still present. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And of course, as we get closer, might want to change the icons, which might influence the temperatures a little bit. But right now, it does look like temperatures will be near normal. And what is normal by that point? Well, glad you asked, because here is that 7-day plus. And as you can see, temperatures will be close to normal for highs on Sunday, October 13th. Morning lows will be kind of back and forth, near to just above normal, so not a huge difference there. But high temperatures certainly on the trend with normal. So that's good to see, right? If you like the fall-like conditions, that is. But yeah, all in all, temperatures are not looking to be anywhere close to the 90s. In fact, I believe our latest day of 90 degrees or warmer at CVG, I want to say was I think it was October 9th. Yes, I think it was October 9th of 1939. I was looking at the data earlier. I was doing that while I was also uploading the rainfall reports. So it's before mid-October. So I think we're going to be done with the 90s just based on this current trajectory. And there's really no indications of any kind of big heat like that here in the Ohio Valley. So if you like the 90s, I'm sorry. I think we're done with those. 80s, we could see a couple of days with 80s, at least in the next 7 days. Following that, well, there looks like a lot cooler conditions are moving in by that point. So, again, my nose is running again. It's just a head cold. It's, if you're going to sleep with the windows open, don't have a fan on too pointed at you, because otherwise that could irritate your sinuses, as it did mine. So 7-day forecast here, you'll see those temperatures again are going to be near to above normal with some rain opportunities Monday and Tuesday, and then also next Sunday. All right, we'll look at some comments and questions on the Facebook pages, and then we will move forward. Molly says, sounds like you have allergies. I do have allergies, and unfortunately, two things I'm really allergic to is ragweed and mold spores. And considering how dry it has been, and then considering how wet it's been, I get a little bit of both. So allergy is certainly possibly a factor, but I think what it is on Friday night when I was in Athens, where I was sleeping at, the window was open and there was a fan pointed directly at my face when I was sleeping, and woke up with a sore throat and my sinuses were congested. But I am feeling better. I'm feeling good, actually. I never really felt sick. I don't feel sick, but again, it's just a head cold. It'll be good. Erica says, I know we needed the rain and grateful for it, but what made Helene travel this far north and park or stall over the tri-state area? Well, it's because of the placement of highs and lows. So I wish I had a map that would pull up that far back. You have to pull up the radar here. So give me just a moment. I'm going to pull this up for you. So, I'll be completely honest. I have not looked in depth on this forecast, or at least what's happened the last few days. Simply because I was away from work. But I would say when it comes to the placement and what influences trajectory with tropical systems or low pressure systems for that matter is the influence of highs and lows. So for example, I'm not saying this is the case for what happened because I need to look at the observations of what happened. Again, this would be a better question for Ashley or Catherine or Frank or Steve, who were here during all of that, analyzing it. But I would say that you would probably look at maybe a high right here, because a high spins like a clock. So if I had to say, there was a strong high pressure, probably off the coast of the Atlantic, and it probably influenced the tropical system, Helene, to move into the southeast, and what allowed for more significant rainfall, I would assume, would be probably some upstream enhancement. So you have a parcel of air go up alongside a mountain or a hill. It's going to saturate much easier compared to going to over the side of the hill. So it had a lot of opportunity to dump a lot more rainfall in that situation, hence why it delivered so much rain, in addition to the fact it was a tropical system. So I don't want to lead you astray. I don't want to give you false information. But again, I have not looked at stuff last week. I was trying to enjoy a vacation if I could. And if I had to say anything, I would say there's probably a high pressure somewhere over here, or there was an influence of maybe, well, there was the low pressure system. Think about it. There was a low pressure system here, and lows spin like a backwards clock, and it influenced it, and it kind of spun around. They kind of danced together. There was that influence. No more I'm remembering about it. But like I said, if you want a really better answer, I would say talk to somebody who was here all last week, Steve, or maybe Catherine, or Frank, or Ashley, any of them would be good to do that. So sorry I couldn't give you a better answer, Erica. Jeff says, welcome back. It's good to be back. Look at my Facebook page real quick, and then we'll have to hop off here pretty soon. If I get ready for doing my story, because I have a report, and then also getting ready for the 10 o'clock newscast. Lawrence on my Facebook page says, after this rain, I see white mushrooms in yards and they are in a circle. Yeah, fungus grows pretty easily. You get a lot of moisture. They kind of grow at will. There's sometimes no rhyme or reason, just depends on the mold spores that allow the fungi to grow. And pretty cool, you see them in a circle. I'm not an expert on fungus though, so can't explain why that's the case. But they kind of grow sporadically. Okay, so here's the 7-day forecast. We will end here. We'll show you that one more time before we close. And the forecast here, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s for highs. Warmest day looks to be Friday of the end of the work week. Sunshine, 79, morning lows into the mid-50s. Rain chances for your Monday as well as Tuesday afternoon. And then, of course, on Sunday, an evening chance of a shower with highs into the mid-70s. So thank you all so much for joining us here on this Sunday edition of 19 at 6, our weekend weather show. We will be live at 10 o'clock giving you the updated First Alert forecast as well as your latest news and sports headlines, including more on the Bengals for the fact that they've won their first game of the season. As your Bengals flagship station, we'll give you all that coverage. And if you don't get the forecast tonight, maybe you're going to bed early, of course you can wake up with us beginning at 4:30 right here on Fox 19 Now. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful Sunday evening.